to them, right?
Yeah,
Next
absolutely.
week. Okay, Alec, can you put it on a live?
Yeah, just a second.
Mhm.
Just a
So,
second.
feel free to share the presentation.
Okay, no problem.
Mhm.
I want you to confirm you
Yeah.
can see that. Can you see the screen?
Yes. And
Yeah, we can see it.
also, we have one guy in our group. He actually was trying to do such business, he told me yesterday. He even
Really?
called some vendors, and his friend doing in Kelowna, and he say he making $600 a day. So he quite interested. So he may be helping your journey. He's good businessman. He's selling furniture, real wood from Ukraine, and sell it
Mm,
here and quite successfully. He
interesting.
moved here 5 years ago, but he big businessman over there. He have factory in Ukraine.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Mhm,
Yeah,
yeah.
more
So
than happy
he
to
is
talk to
become
him.
interested in your proposal or your business, which is good. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. I have also like a brochure I will drop in the WhatsApp. It's just one page, I think very visual to explain. And as I
Oh,
said,
okay. Yeah.
you can always share the recording from today, and we can also do other discussion, even if in person. Sometimes you do in-person session maybe. So if you want also to meet us again in person, we can also do that for sure.
Yes. How we did it, we had on Zoom, and on Fridays we have an office. So last 2 Fridays we were several agents there. We were playing cash flow games.
Okay. Oh,
This
nice.
Robert Kiyosaki.
Robert Kiyosaki, yeah, I know he
Yeah.
has like
So
a
we
board
have
game, Cash Flow Quadrant, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we have that game. So we play this game from time to time. So you can join for one of the games, and also then it's talk to agents about this, right? So it's good.
Yeah, you know what? I've never played this game, but I read almost all of the Robert Kiyosaki's books, and
Oh
I
yeah.
love it. I love the principles. I think it's a good, it's good to educate people about money and finances. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting game. It's a little bit not easy because you have to literally fill out accounting spreadsheets when you playing it, but it's make you like used to it and not scared of it, and like
Yeah.
make it normal for you to do those things in business, which is good. Oh,
Mhm.
Nazir is here. Hi, Nazir. Nazir just have his baby born, Michelle. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Natalie. Good morning,
Yeah.
everyone.
We have here today interesting presentation about what it about. Thomas
Micro markets.
will
Yeah, we call
tell
it
you.
micro markets.
Wait
Yeah.
for the weekend and you put that stuff. I don't think so. Perish, right? They just sit there.
Hello, Maluda.
Hi.
Hello,
So
everyone.
we about to start presentation about with Thomas and Philippe. We never meet Philippe before, huh?
No, you haven't. Actually, the first day we went, we tried to go to your office. You were not here. Felipe was with me, but we
Ah,
met. We
okay.
met the day after, right?
So he knows where to find us. That's good.
Exactly. But next time, you will definitely come with me. He's also in downtown Vancouver, so easy.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
is it about the vending machine or what is it?
Good question. It's I would say it's an improvement from a vending machine, but I will definitely share more information in whenever is ready there and everyone is ready there. But yeah, it's an
Sure,
interesting
sure.
concept. Yeah.
Okay, guys, looks like we're live on YouTube now, so you can start.
Perfect. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time. I know it's recorded for the other people who couldn't attend. My name is Thomas Lemaire. I've been in Vancouver for 6 years, working actually closely with Felipe here, who is on the call. We both are the co-founders of My Urban Shelf. In today's call, I will explain a bit more about the concept itself, what it is, what are we doing currently, and obviously you can ask questions and we can discuss the topic together. Really, it's a way for us to kind of be introduced to your group and kind of get for you a good understanding about what this is about. It's not a vending machine, it's much more than this. Okay. So yeah, Philippe, my colleague Felipe is also on the call also for your information. So if you don't mind, let's get started. I'm planning about 7-8 minutes of quick overview of what we are doing in here. So before I kind of explain what the concept is, really, I want to kind of invite you to see what we hear and how actually the concept was born from us interviewing residents, interviewing owners of buildings and apartments, giving us feedback on things they want to see or expectations they have from the buildings they are in. So what we commonly hear from residents is they want, convenience. They want a building that has proximity to, snacks, drinks, essentials, maybe salt, diapers, anything you may need a bit last minute. So that's what we hear, when you don't have a convenience store or anything around your location, when it's not the best location, you want convenience. One thing we hear the most also is the safety in Vancouver. Some people are a little bit afraid of where everything is going in there. And the third piece of interviewing residents, they want kind of innovations. They wish their building can have more infrastructure, more things, again, that make it like a nice place to live in. So that's the resident side. And then when we look at the owner side, as anyone that owns a property, they want to find a way for the building to stand out more, to attract high quality tenants and people living in there. They want a sense of community with infrastructures and facilities that are nice. And they want also some areas that are common to be better utilized, where sometimes you have a space that is almost empty, that nobody is using, that could be used for, maybe adding value to the community of residents. So here kind of comes the concept of a macro market. And what it is truly, I think, can be explained in the picture that I'm going to show right now about the concept. So I think the picture really explains how things really work and what this is. Typically, we find a spot in the building, a location that can be utilized, where it's a self-service store. It's not a vending machine. We don't do any vending machines. It's more like a premium shelf. You can have coolers. You can have all types of, size and offering in there. So you typically offer maybe snacks, drinks. You can have cook, anything you may need for, cleaning products or your kitchen. You have guests coming and you forgot an ingredient, you can have access to it again at the bottom of the building. So I like to say it's not a vending machine thing because it's premium. You can fit different items and we can configure the offering for every building. So pretty much the way it works is the resident just come in, they grab what they want. You see on the right hand side, there is the terminal. So they go, they scan their items and they pay, whether it's from a mobile app or their credit card, they pay and then they enjoy their product in there. So truly the takeaway is we can have different sizes. We can put it in multiple locations. It's really a self-service. Think of it like a mini store. It's fully managed by a local vendor. In this case, the local vendor is us, is My Urban Shelf. We do all of the installation. We do the setup. We manage the inventory. We make sure the area is clean. And also we take feedback from the resident. You see the tablet. We can use it for a survey where maybe someone wish they had a particular item. They can make a suggestion and we can add it also in the future to their stock. So that's kind of what the concept is. Really, if I had to summarize things in 3 steps, is, you know, you go there, you shop, you scan, and you enjoy your item. Very straightforward, very easy to kind of explain in there. And then you may ask, okay, but what, you know, why would a building consider doing that? What are the benefits for them? And truly, number one is being able to boost the property value. Being able to have something like this that doesn't exist at all in Canada yet is a way to be unique and differentiated. Then it's a way to increase the occupancy rate of your building. I'm not saying that a micro market is the only decision someone decides to live in a building, but it's one of the factors, right? When you visit an apartment, you focus on the unit itself, but then you look at everything around, right? You look at, is there a pool? Is there a gym? Okay, now there is also a micro market. So these are factors that boost the occupancy of a building. And then it's no added cost. So the building, the property management company, the stratas, they don't need to invest anything. We bring the equipment, we take care of all the expenses in there. So it's no cost for the building, and it's also fully hands-off. They don't need to do any of the management. It's no extra work. It's kind of self-service managed by us. And then just if I had to summarize the benefits for residents, it's convenience, right? It's access to items close to your door. It's 24/7. So at the middle of the night, if you need something, or early morning, late evening, it's there. And it's also, you don't need to take your car, drive, or walk before finding what you need. It's quick access to what you need right now. You can have a lot of variety of items, so that's where we differ from a vending machine. We can have a lot of different sizes and types of products that fits within the different shelves and coolers. And then it's also a way to guarantee safety. You don't need to go outside, you stay within your building. So what is My Urban Shelf? We are a Canadian-based company. We are based in Vancouver. We only focus at the moment on residential micro markets. We have been talking about maybe companies, gyms, and other types of locations, but right now we see a big need for residences. Why should you listen to us, and you know why we could be a good partner for the Vancouver business? We have been doing it for a long time already in different countries. Felipe is from Brazil. We have already locations in Brazil. I'm French, from France. So we have also locations in France. We have also people we know in the US that are doing it. It's a fully emerging market in Canada. It's just arriving in Canada, actually. And we believe we'll be the first one in the Vancouver market. So we are currently implementing a micro market in 3 different buildings. We have different discussion with management companies and stratas to do more. But yeah, we are already busy implementing some test locations in Vancouver. So, you know, which market feedback do we get so far? What people think of it? I'm just sharing quickly. We are looking at, you know, feedbacks and surveys from people using our services. We know new generations also like convenience. They would rather pay a little bit more to get access to something in front of their apartment, pretty much. We see also there is more people buying more if it's a micro market versus a vending machine. And also we have a rebate program that is working pretty well, where when strata companies and property management companies refer us, we actually work with them and we share the profit with them. So it's also a way for them, you remember, no investment, no management, and on top of it, you get additional money coming in your pocket for helping us kind of get everyone implemented in there. A couple of testimonials. I'm not going to bore you with this. I'm going to switch to the other slide. And we're going to send you also the presentation also for your own review in there. But a lot of positive feedback so far. And then you may be wondering, okay, what are the next steps? You know, how do you typically work? First of all, we want to make sure we find a building that is large enough, enough apartments for this to be interesting, and maybe a building that has an interesting location where there is not enough stores or facilities around it for the resident to, you know, use this service a bit more. And then when this is done, we work with the building to look at what is the best spot. And this is really the key of this working, is being able to find the right location with enough people, you know, working close to it, enough footprint. But at the same time, you don't want to put it at the entrance where everyone from the outside, can come. You want maybe an area that is a secured access where you need to fob for only the resident to be able to use that. So once we've identified a spot, we do measurements, we look at different shape, different sizes, different configuration, and we work with the buildings to make it happen. We included a couple of pictures of setup we have. It can be very simple, as simple as a single shelf. It can be a little bit more advanced with, you know, coolers and more like a L shape. And you can also build more like an island type of configuration. So this will depend on the room. It will also depend on the desires of the building itself. And then it's about the customization itself. We don't come and tell you this is the only color, this is the way it needs to be. We work with the building with the different signage, with the size of coolers they want to add, yes or no, if they want one, and also the colors, the materials that we use. We already partner with different vendors for the equipment, so we are able to kind of explain and show different configuration possibilities. We can do mock-ups, we can try and test different setup also. So when I say our proposal, it's more how do we typically work when this has been done. Typically, we discuss the project, we go in person. Last week with Felipe, we were visiting 2 buildings, measuring space, thinking of, you know, what the different parties will do with a project like that. And then we hope to reach an agreement. And what we typically find works well is to do a risk-free trial. The location want to see it, you know, operating for a few months. So they want to be able to walk away if they don't like it. Typically, they love it. That's why we kind of want to do a trial with them, to give them this confidence that it's actually an interesting thing to offer to your resident. And then after the trial, we'll do a formal agreement, a formal contract where we'll explain you know, profit sharing and the long-term partnerships. So this comes more like the partnership program. This is actually the last slide, which is, you know, how could you guys get involved if you, any of you were interested? We are working with affiliate and partners. Anyone that, you know, has a building in mind or knows management companies that may be interested, will actually pay you a commission once we get an agreement in place for working with us, referring the business, and you know, having a long-term relationship with us. So we hope this will be something we see in Vancouver over the next few months and years. And we want, you know, a company like you guys to be part of this innovation trend in Vancouver. So that's quickly what I wanted to share today. Happy to answer questions, even take feedback you have. So truly feel free to, you know, raise your hand and ask anything you have in mind. Thank you for your time. Any question, any feedback?
Also put it on Instagram little bit. Yeah, thank you so much. Very nice presentation. And I think we're done with the YouTube portion, right?